Yo, what's good guys, it's Steven, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I would make something for Travis Scott's Utopia. If you guys don't know what that is, Utopia is Travis Scott's next album. It's rumored to be dropping pretty soon, but yeah, I'm just going to be showing you guys how I would make something that I think would fit the whole theme of the project. So first things first, I think a cool way to make your shit sound unique and to definitely bring like a different aspect to your samples is to use old vintage samples in your loops. Whether that's like going through physical crates or even just searching on YouTube, is definitely a way to make more classic samples. So the first thing that I started with in this sample was I actually found one on YouTube, and I'll play you guys a little short piece of what the original one sounded like before I flipped it. So you guys kind of get the gist of the sample. It kind of has like a dark, slow tone to it. And then pretty much I just went into different parts of the sample and I chose some chops that I like. And in Ableton, it has this super fire audio quantization tool. So as you guys can see, I pretty much dragged the different pieces of the sample just to put it on time. And after I chose the chops, here's what the overall thing sounds like. So as you guys can tell, it definitely has like a weird, dark, psychedelic feeling to it. But yeah, now I'm going to show you guys how I based the rest of the sample around it. Also, the only effects that I added to this were some EQs. I just took out some of the harsh frequencies, then the highs. And then when I added my own bass, I definitely wanted to prevent any muddiness from happening. So I took out the original bass in the sample. So the first thing that I added was this bass line, and I got it from my Moog Matriarch here. So I think this is definitely like a rodeo inspired bass pattern. It definitely has like a dark mood to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the bass. I didn't even put any effects on it. And then the next part of the sample is when it gets a little bit more complex. So pretty much what I did is I went into my Matriarch again. This time I made some cool lead sounds and I kind of just played out some basic patterns. As you guys can see, I had two different patterns. And then after that, I ran it out of my interface into my pedal board. And if you guys were on my Instagram live when I made this sample, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to, it's at @StevenSchaefer_. So I'll play you guys some bits and pieces. There's definitely a lot of different parts from it, but here are some of my favorite parts. So obviously it's like some cool analog textures. I think it complements the guitar and the bass super well. And I didn't really add too many effects on this either, just because it had already gone through so many in my pedals. But basically I just took out all the low frequencies. I took out some harsh frequencies again and kind of like the high mid area. I put this super fire plugin called Outer Space by Audio Thing. And it's basically like the space delay. I know a few companies make this type of plugin, but I think this is definitely my favorite. And then I just put some auto pan to pan it from right to left. And then once I had all that, the last sound that I added was from my Prophet 08, and this is just like a pretty simple lead sound, and I just put it at the outro of the sample just to kind of make it sound like a song. So yeah, for the Prophet lead, I didn't add too many effects either. I just ran it through the Outer Space again, and I chose this preset called Tri-Space. And then after that, I ran it through the Spring Reverb and Delay. This is another plugin by Audio Thing. This just kind of gave it like a more ambient, retro sounding feel. After you have all those sounds, here's what the full sample sounds like again. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully this video can inspire you guys to make something in a similar vibe like this. And then also, I just dropped my recent sample library. It's on Drumify right now, so be sure to go check that out. It has 16 of my craziest samples so far, so definitely be sure to go check it out. But anyways, that's it for the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.